Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today, guys, I'm gonna be doing another off-script video. That it could go well, it could go wrong. Who the fuck knows? Stay around to find out, I guess. I'm still a little bit sick, as you can tell, but the video still gotta keep coming out. You know what I'm saying? But so today we're gonna be doing an alignment chart. If you don't know what that is, basically, I'll put like a character, for example, let's say Bridget, because she's the first one. So that's just an example, I guess. So like, if I thought Bridget was evil, I'll put her there. And I thought if she was crazy, I'll put her there. If that it's pretty self-explanatory. So first off, we do have Bridget. My bad. So I would say Bridget is good. She's obviously not crazy. Like she's one of the least crazy characters in the show. But she did cheat on Jeff, but she did apologize. So I'll put her like right there. I something like right there. I don't know. It, she's a good person, but she did some bad thing. I'll put her actually there because she and Jeff seem to be chill now. Also, I'm not doing any redonkulous race characters because I have not watched that season like fucking 7 years. So yeah, for now I'll put Bridget there. She did a bad act, but I wouldn't say she's evil, and she's obviously not crazy. Harold, Harold's a good. He can be a little bit. He's not as good as Bridget, I don't think, and he is a little bit crazy, but like not bad crazy or anything like that. He's just a little bit weird. I'll put Harold like right there. That seems fine. Like he's not. He's like sort of crazy, I guess. Like, and he's not lawful because he did rig out Courtney. He doesn't like play by the rules a lot. So I would put him in like not super duper crazy, but he is sort of like somewhat crazy, if that makes sense. Dave, this dude's crazy as fuck. First of all, well, alright, he's not completely crazy until the end, but since I'm ranking it as what he ended off as, I guess I'm taking everything into account, and since I'm doing that, he's definitely one of the most crazy characters in the show. I would say he's somewhat evil, but not like completely evil. It's hard to argue that because it's hard to argue that he's completely evil since he was normal for like half of the show, so I wouldn't put him as completely evil, but like I wouldn't put him in like good either. Gwen, she's as neutral as they come. Like she's right in the middle. She's not good, but she's not evil either. She's not crazy, but she's not normal. If that she's right in the middle. I think that's like pretty obvious though. Like you could argue that she's a little bit good. In fact, I will argue that actually. She's like right there. She's like not in, especially in Ireland. She's like not nice to everyone. She's even mean sometimes. So yeah, I would argue she's like right there. All right, so Scarlet, she's obviously evil and she's obviously crazy. That's simply enough. That's enough said. Beth, Beth is somewhat crazy, dog. Like this motherfucker cheat on her boyfriend like 27 trillion times, dog. Like this motherfucker have like the hottest boyfriend. No homo, no homo, no homo. I don't roll like that, but like this motherfucker have a model boyfriend and she still want more dick, dog. Like, huh? Are you good, my boy? Like, nah. You're crazy. You have to be someone crazy for that shit, bro. And she is leaning. She's not as good as Gwen, bro. She's like right there. Like even you could even argue she's there for. Actually, no, I will argue she's like here for cheating, bro. Like this motherfucker is weird, bro. Like, all right, so she cheats on her boyfriend like every single fucking day, dog. Hopefully that Brody motherfucker broke up with her. And the rest of the time she's a little bit cool, but she never takes fucking accountability for her actions. So I'll put her like here. I think that's Samey. I gotta figure out where the other one is. Hold on. I think that's Samey though. Oh, where's Amy at? I can't find her actually. Is she not on this bit? I guess there's no Sammy or Amy. I guess there's no Amy. What the fuck? Whatever. Well, I just don't see her. Anyways, let me double check again, but I don't see her right now. So I guess there's no Amy or Sammy on this tier list. Whatever. Um, I let's say this is Sammy, and if Amy comes around later on and I just missed her, then cool. If not, whatever. Um, so Amy is good. She has like she can be a little bit weird sometimes, so I don't want to put her there. But she's definitely not crazy though. She's like right there. Yeah, I'll put her right there. She's good. She's not crazy. I bet like Sammy made her crazy sometimes, so I don't want to put her like completely up here. But she's still like a good person overall though. Like, and she's pretty close to good, so I'll put her like right there. Alejandro. Alejandro is definitely not crazy. I would literally argue that he's on top of lawful. Like he's lawful, extremely evil. Yeah, I want to put him like maybe he's like a sledge off of extremely evil, because I can see that how if you really I wouldn't do this, but if you really wanted to, you could write a redemption storyline for Alejandro. I would not do that in a heartbeat. Like I would not do that at all. But if you really, 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 really wanted to, you could. So for that reason, I'm not gonna put him completely out evil. However, he's still like one of the most evil characters in the show, though. I'll put him like right there, and he's obviously not crazy whatsoever. He's one of the smartest characters in the show. So yeah, Katie. Uh, this motherfucker is a little bit crazy though, but she's like good. Not as good as Gwen, I would say, but she's like right there. She's fucking crazy with Sadie in that shit. So that's obviously weird as fuck. Not that crazy, but like I'll say like she's right there. I'll say like she's somewhat good though, so she could stay right there. Let's do Sadie because they're basically the same character. Let's just do it like that, so you can see Katie somewhat still. So yeah, there you go. Let's just put them like right there, so you can still somewhat see Katie. Let me double check for Amy again, bro. All right. I'm assuming Amy is not on this tier list. Whoever made this must have forgot Amy. So that's it. All right. If this was Amy, right? Amy would be like she's not that crazy, but she's like completely evil. So I would put her like right here in this area. So if that was Amy, I'll put Amy like right over there. You can't even see where I'm pointing, but whatever. Sky, Sky, she did cheat on Keith. I do think that she cheated on Keith. She's a bad girlfriend either way. Um, but I'll put her like a little bit above Beth, and she's obviously not crazy. Well, yeah, I'll put her not crazy. Actually, I'll put her on the same level as Gwen, but she's like less crazy than Gwen. So they both, her and Gwen are both good people that had bad moments. I would argue. So yeah, I'll put them in the same good area if that makes sense. Scott. Scott is evil and he's somewhat crazy. All right, Revenge Scott and All Star Scott are like two different completely people, so it's hard to rate this. Revenge Scott is like over here, but like All Star Scott is like more over here. But together, I put him like right there, I guess. He's more evil than Dave, and he's less crazy than Dave, so I'll put him like right there. All Revenge of the Island and All Stars combined, I think that gets him around this area right there. DJ, DJ, DJ did bully Harold sometimes, and he was friends with Duncan, who's like sort of evil. So I don't want to put him like completely over here, but like at the same time, like he's like on a level of saying like he's like as close to as good as you can get. Like he did fuck up sometimes with Harold, but like he's still good, and he's obviously not. I would say actually I would argue he went a little bit crazy in World Tour, so he'd be like right over here, like right in this area. I would guess he's still a little bit more moral than Sammy. I don't know why. I just have him there. It doesn't really fucking matter. Yeah, I think I would put him there. And the only reason why he's not over here is because he did bully Harold sometimes. So yeah. Joe. Joe is like I wouldn't say she's completely evil. I would say she's around Scott, and she's obviously not crazy. So I'd put her like right there in this area right here. Like I don't think she's completely evil, like I just said, but it's still obvious that she is evil. So she's not as evil as Alejandro, I don't think, or even close to Scarlet. I'll put her there. She gets angry, I guess, is what you could say. Anne Maria, she's a little bitchy sometimes. So I don't want to. I think she's honestly like right in this area. You could argue that she's crazy with the hairspray, but you can also argue that she's not crazy at all. So I put her like right here. Yeah, that seems fine. Right there in that little corner. Lindsay, many motherfuckers have her over here, but Lindsay is not over here. Did y'all forget that she helped Heather in a ton of things, in a ton of bad things? Like, yes, Heather did manipulate her, but she still did those things. She's still a good person, don't get me wrong, but she's not on DJ's level of good. She's just not. She's like right here. She's She's like right in the middle. She's not crazy, but she's like sort of dumb. So I like put her like right there. Cause like she's not all the way over here. People who have her all the way over here seem to forget the things that she did in Ireland. She literally fucked over Gwen and Trent. Some of y'all seem to forget that shit. Yes, I know it was under Heather's manipulation, but she still did those things like I said. And, and she never apologized for them, for what I know. She never apologized for them in the show. So for so she has to be over there. She's still a good person, but she did do some bad things. So she has to be like right there. And she's obviously like somewhat crazy, so yeah. Sam, Sam is good. He's a little bit crazy because like to want to be with a mutant girl, bro, you have to be like at least somewhat crazy, dog. Like let's be real. Uh, I won't say he's that crazy though. He's like right there. Sam is a good person, so I have him like on the hero tier actually. I like a good person. And he's a little bit more crazy than the hero, so like I'll put him right there. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Maybe a little bit more than Harold. Tyler. Uh, Tyler did one bad action in the entire show. One. And it wasn't even that. It was that bad. He helped Cody like take a picture of Gwen while she was sleeping. That's a little bit weird. But he did. Yeah, that is a little bit weird. But other than that one action, he did nothing wrong. So obviously he is a little bit crazy. He's more so dumb. So I'll put him like in the middle. But I have him like as close as to good as you could get without touching it. Because like he still did a bad thing. And like if you're over here, you have to be perfect. Like you did nothing wrong ever. And since Tyler did do something wrong, granted it was one time, but he still did something like a little bit creepy. And since he did that, I can't put him all the way over here, but I will put him like right here. He's a little bit more crazy than Lindsay, I would say, but he's still like I'll put him above DJ in morality. He's like right there. I think that's good. I think that's good. He's a little bit crazy, yeah, like maybe more down there. Because like he still has a I don't want to say an obsession, like not a creepy obsession over Lindsay, but like he still cares about Lindsay to like a crazy amount. So you could argue that, and he's a little bit dumb too. So he's not like lawful smart or whatever. So there you go. Justin. Justin is like as evil as Anne Maria, I would say. You could argue that he's over here, but like I don't. I still think like deep down Justin is a good dude. He just played the game. Like outside the show, I think he's a good person. Like I know there's no proof of that, but I just think that Justin is a good person outside the show. So I would have Justin be like he's a little bit crazy about his looks, so I would have him like right there. I think that's a fair placement. I'll say like he's a little bit more evil than Amaria. But I don't think Justin's like an evil person outside the game though. That's just my that's just my thinking. Zoe. Technically I don't like Zoe. But technically she did nothing wrong ever. And that's what makes people not like her. She did go crazy with um Commando Zoe, so I would have her like right there. So you could see like a little bit sliver between Tyler and Zoe. You can see that sliver. Since Tyler did do something wrong, so he's still like below Zoe. But since Zoe does nothing wrong, in fact, where's Mike, dog? Where's Mike? Is Mike on this bitch? There's Mike. Mike is right with her. Like I would say he's a little bit. I would say his like alternate personalities make him somewhat crazy. Like he's not. I don't think they're all the way down there. I think they're like right here. So Mike and Zoe never do anything wrong, sadly. If you want to count Mal for Mike, I guess so, but I won't count Mal for Mike. Um, Name one wrong action Mike and Zoe did, and I don't know what like anything they did wrong apart from Commando Zoe, but I wouldn't argue that she did anything wrong. Actually, I will. So I would argue like Commando Zoe made. I completely forgot about Commando Zoe actually. So I would have Zoe like right there below Tyler, but I would have Mike ahead of Tyler, and morality wise, good wise. Commando Zoe does knock Zoe down a bit, but Mike never did anything wrong, bro. Like, tell me one thing Mike did wrong. Yeah, like that was in his control. Like, not Mal or whatever. Like, when Mike was in control, name one thing that he did wrong. You literally cannot. And that's what makes him and Mike and Zoe such Mary Sues. Because if you don't count Commando Zoe, Zoe and Mike never do anything wrong. And with Tyler, Tyler's like fucking. Tyler gets hurt all the time. Like, that's his setback. Mike and Zoe have no setbacks. They're perfect at everything. And DJ, his setback is like he tries to do the good thing, but he fails sometimes. Like these characters, like Tyler and DJ have. I know I'm getting on a little bit of a rant here, but Tyler and DJ have setbacks. Like they're still like you can't just be the perfect character. Like if Tyler never got hurt and he was like great at challenges, then why would anyone like him? Like he's just a perfect character with nothing to root for. But since Tyler does get hurt, there is something you can root for there. But like for Mike, what the fuck is there to root for? What does he do wrong? What is his like flaw? What is Mike's flaw apart from his multiple personalities, which isn't even a flaw? Like whatever, bro. What? All right, so Brick is over here. Sorry about that rant, but Brick is over there. Um, Brick's setback, because I know I'm saying like setbacks, because I know I mean you could look at it as hypocritical, because I both in Mike, Brick and Mike with no moral flaws. But Brick's flaw is that his morality fucks him over. Like Brick being so good fucks him over. Mike being so good does not fuck him over whatsoever. That's what separates Brick and Mike. So Brick being nice screws him over, and the reason why Brick was eliminated is because he's so nice. That's what fucked Brick over. So let me get back on topic. Brick is lawfully good, obviously. Brick is not crazy, and he's obviously like I would argue Brick is the most moral character in the show. He literally saved lives over $1 million. So that's as moral as you could get. So yeah. In fact, I'd have like Mike right there. You can see that sliver of him not touching because I would have Brick ahead of Mike. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I would have Mike right there because Mike never does anything wrong. All right, whatever. Leonard. Oh, by the way, before I forget about Brick, Brick is the most moral character in the show. Nobody on this list will beat him because Brick is such an honorable character. If that makes sense. Leonard, this dude is fucking crazy. Well, not as crazy as these bozos, but he is still like crazy. But I would say like he's good like in this area. Like he's not bad or anything, but he was only there for a short amount of time, so I put him like right there. Doesn't really matter. Actually, I put him like neutral good because like you can't tell. Put him like right there. He wasn't there for a long amount of time, so you can't really tell. But he is fucking crazy. So whatever. Courtney evil, not completely evil like some of y'all motherfuckers think. He does have some justification for her evilness, but like still. She is. Motherfuckers will probably have her up here, but you can't tell me that she didn't go crazy with like Duncan and shit. So I would have her like right here. You could argue that Island in Action Corny was over here, but in World Tour and All Stars Corny made her down here in the craziness scale. So obviously Corny did go crazy in All Stars when the list happened, and especially in World Tour when Duncan broke up with her and Alejandro. Like this motherfucker Corny went crazy in World Tour. There's no arguing that. And so since that those 2 seasons happened, I had to drag her down a bit on the crazy scale, however you want to call it. Izzy, I do think Izzy has good intentions, but she's obviously crazy as fuck. Like this motherfucker, I'll move Dave up because I don't think he's as crazy as Izzy. But like, this motherfucker Izzy is fucking crazy, dog. Oh my god. So even Izzy, I would argue, is the most crazy character in the show. So I'll move like on par with Scarlet. So why can't I move? All right. But I do think Izzy has good intentions, so I'll keep her there. Jasmine. Jasmine does have a temper to her, but she's obviously not crazy. I'll put her like right here. Jasmine's like one of the most deep layer characters in the show, I think, so that's a good placement for her. She still has like good morals, but she does have like a temper to her. Sugar. Sugar's obviously like somewhat crazy, and she is somewhat evil, so I'll like put her right there. That's pretty much all I want to say on that. Heather. She's like a little less evil than Alejandro, just by a tad bit. Actually, let me move Alejandro up a little bit, because I don't think Corny's as evil as Alejandro. So move Alejandro like right there. But since Alejandro was right in All Stars, I'll put him like right there. Move Corny down just a tad bit. Because for evil, you have to rate like a murderer, so that's why I have her there. So let me move these two down just a tad bit. All right. Yeah, let me move these motherfuckers down. That looks better. Yeah, that does look better. Okay. As for Heather, she's still evil. Actually, I would say she's on par with evilness, on just a little below Alejandro on the evil scale. and I would argue that she's not crazy whatsoever. So just to make, I would have her right here, like on the exact same scale as Alejandro, but like I don't want to cover Alejandro, so just put her like right here. So once again, I will have her right here, but I don't want to cover Alejandro, so yeah. Ella, she's a little bit crazy, but like she's like one of the more morale characters in the show. She's I have her like right here. I don't want Mike to cover her, but yeah, there you go. She's a little bit crazy with her little singing and shit. Just a little tad bit crazy, but she's still one of the more morale characters in the show. I don't want Mike and Zoe to cover her, so I'll put her right there. Sean is obviously crazy, but he's good, so I'll put him like right there. So Sean is obviously crazy, but he has good intentions, just like Izzy. So Cameron's not crazy at all. And however, I will argue that the Boa shit was kind of crazy. So I'll put him, and he's one of the more characters of the show, so I will put him like right there. So yeah. Dawn is a bit crazy. Like that's not cap. She's not as crazy as Izzy or Sean, but like she's still like somewhat crazy. She's a little bit creepy, so but Dawn does have good morals, so I will put her like right here on the morale scale. She's a little bit more like right there, I would argue. Yeah, that looks fine. Let me move Sean up a little bit, just a tad bit. Well, I don't want to click Izzy. Move Sean up a tad bit. There you go. Alright, Duncan. Duncan is somewhat evil. He's not as evil as Cordy. He's like he's like right here on the evil scale. No, I don't want to fucking. I'll argue like right here. I would argue that he's somewhat crazy, but like not completely, like not that crazy. I'll put him like right here. Cause that if without the All Star season, he would be like more over here. I would argue, but with the All Star season, he's like more over here. I think that's a good spot for Duncan. Rodney, this motherfucker is crazy. Not as crazy as Scarlett, so I can't put him all the way down there. I won't. Let's push Sean up a little bit. But he's still like I think he has good intentions still, so I'll put him like right in this corner right here. He's good, but he's still crazy though, if that makes sense. Cody, this motherfucker has a weird obsession with Gwen, so he's obviously somewhat crazy. But he has good intentions. He's like on the same I'll put him like right there. He is a bit weird, so I can't put him like over here, but he's still a good morale character, so I'll put him like right there. That seems like a good spot for Cody. Eva, somewhat crazy and somewhat evil. She just has anger issues though, so I can't put her like all the way over here. I'll put her like right here, covering Dave and Sugar. Beardo, true neutral. Actually, you gotta be somewhat crazy if there's like not to talk. So I'll put him like right here. I know some of these are covered up, and that's my apologies, but whatever. So yeah, Beardo's like somewhat crazy, but like he's still like neutrally good. He's not evil or bad. B or Beverly, he's good. I'll put him like right here. We didn't really get to know him enough, but he's obviously not crazy. So I'll put him like I don't want to cover Bridget entirely. So let me just move that. That's better. I would think that's right. I would move Jasmine like over here, but I don't want B to completely cover her. I'll put B like right there actually. Yeah, that seems fine. It's hard to tell what B's true morals are, but he's definitely he's a good morale character. Lashana's Lashana's like a true nah. I'll put her like right there. She's somewhat put her like right there. I think that's good. She did have some like non-morale things that she did, but she still like has good intentions. And I would still she's like not she's like right there on the crazy scale. She's like you could argue she's somewhat crazy with when it comes to Heather, but still. Sierra, fucking crazy, obviously. She has good intentions, but still. She's like right here. I would argue that she's somewhat evil for like fucking abusing Cody and shit. I do not care, bruh. Do not tell me some of your fucking excuses, Sierra fans. I do not care. Bro, do not say she has a mental illness, dog. There's no proof of that. There is no proof of that. So therefore, I will not be taking it into account. So do not tell me that Sierra has a mental illness. If she does, then I will put her here. But since there's no proof of that, I will put her here. She is still evil for doing what she did to Cody. In fact, I will move her over here. She is still evil for what she did to Cody. She still has good intentions, so she's not completely over here. But she's still somewhat fucking evil for what she did to Cody. And there's no arguing otherwise. And she's still obviously crazy as fuck. Like, there's no arguing that. Owen is somewhat crazy. Somewhat crazy, not completely crazy. Why the I'll put like Owen like right in this area. That seems like a good spot for Owen. Owen's like a good morale character. Actually, he's more like over here. He's a good morale character, but I don't want to put him like all the way over here because like there's some like bad things that he didn't ignore, like Duncan cheating on Gwen. He didn't really care about that, so he didn't really call that out at all. So like Tyler did, which is why Tyler's all the way over there, more near the good side. So Owen is a good character, is a good morale character, but he does ignore some bad things, so I can't put him any closer. Actually, I will put him like right there. That seems fine. Ezekiel, I do not think Ezekiel's evil, dog. He's truly a good. Well, like I'm not. All right, I will not be taking feral Ezekiel into account. I will not be doing that. So just human Ezekiel. I think Ezekiel is a true neutral. Let me explain myself. Human Ezekiel was raised by bad people. That much is obvious. So he had bad opinions. I agree. Those opinions were fucked up. He changed those opinions, and it is shown that he changed those opinions in the special. So he changed his bad opinion. So it's obvious that he does care, and he's not really crazy or not crazy. Before the furrow shit, I mean, you could argue that he's somewhat crazy. So like you put it like right there if you really wanted to, but like I would argue that Ezekiel is a true neutral. Like he's not really good. He doesn't really do good things, but he, as a human, he really didn't do bad things either. Like he did do bad things, but he changed them. So like, how are you supposed to hate that? He changed his behavior to become a better person. That's respectable. Trent, Trent has good intentions. He's a little bit more. He had a crazy few episodes, but in the aftermath, he did apologize for that. So I wouldn't say he's completely crazy. So I would have him like right here. I would say he had a breakdown, but that doesn't make him completely crazy. So I would say like he's on the morale of like Harold and Cody in that area. So I'll put him like right there. Put him like more like over here. Like he had a breakdown. It's hard to argue how many breakdowns he has, or if it was just one time. So I'll put him for right there. If he doesn't have any breakdowns after that, I'll put him like over here. But since he did have that breakdown, and it's hard to tell if he has any more outside of the show, I'll put him there for now. Blaney is somewhat evil, but she's like not that crazy, so I'll like put her like right there. She's not completely evil, so I'll like put her like right there. And she's like less evil than Duncan, all of them. She's still a bitch though. And she's obviously not crazy, but she is somewhat crazy at the same time. So it's like I'll put her like right there. Yeah, I think that's fine for Blaney. Max is obviously fucking crazy, but and he's still somewhat evil. But like, bro, stop clicking that shit. Max is obviously somewhat evil, but like, I don't think he's that evil. Even though he wants to be that evil, he's not that evil. Like, I don't even remember any super bad things that he did. So he could put like right there. He's more so crazy than he is evil. Topher. Topher's somewhat crazy, but like not that crazy. He's like on Justin. He's like I'll put him like right there. He's as evil as Justin was, or like maybe a little bit less evil than Justin was. Also, I'm very sorry about how these characters are getting covered. Hopefully, you can still see them somewhat. Anyways, for Topher, uh, Topher's like, yeah, Topher's somewhat evil, but he's not that evil. Like he's on, put him like right there. He's not good, but he's not like completely evil either, and he's still somewhat crazy for like all the things that he did. So yeah, actually I put him more like over here. That seems better. Stacy, Stacy. It depends if you think she's lying about her shit or not. If you don't think she's lying, then she's like over here. If you do think she's lying, she's right here, or like right there. I do think she's lying about her family's history, so I think she's over here. I put like true neutral. She's not evil or good, so I'll put her neutral. But she is definitely one of the more crazy characters. Jeff. Jeff has done some bad things. Captain Hollywood. and working with Duncan. So he's not over here, but he's still a good morale character. So I would argue on like he's the same morale, like a little bit over here, and he is somewhat crazy because of Captain Hollywood. So I'll put him like right there. I don't want to cover Harold, so yeah. Without Captain Hollywood and without what was the other thing I said? It doesn't matter. I forgot it already. Or in working with Duncan, I would have him like over here or like over here. But since Captain Hollywood did exist, and I do have to take that into account, he's like over here. Yeah, I think that's solid. Lightning, somewhat evil. He's on like the same evilness as Joe. Like I would even argue like he's a little less evil than Joe. And, he's like somewhat crazy, but like not completely crazy. Sugar's getting covered up here, but whatever. Who gives a fuck about Sugar? Yeah, Lightning's somewhat crazy. I would say he's more like obsessive about winning than he is crazy, but still, he's like right there. I would say he's somewhat evil, but not completely evil. So yeah, there you go. Dakota. Dakota's a good. In the beginning of the show, she was like more over here. But at the end of the show, she's like over here. So I would put her like right here. Actually, I'll keep it right here. She has to be somewhat crazy when she went mutant, bruh. So like I would have her like right here. Dakota at the end of her season is like a morale character. But since she like was sort of a bitch in the beginning, I can't put her any further than this. So I do think that's a good spot for Dakota. Yeah, I think that looks good. Noah, I think Noah is like not crazy, but he's not good or evil. He's like right in the middle of not being good and evil. Like he is the most neutral character in the entire show when it comes to morale. Like you can make points that he is a good character because he did go against Alejandro, but you can also argue that he's an evil character for total drama standards because like he's sort of a bitch. So like I would say he's right in the middle. He's obviously not crazy, so yeah. Alright, anyways, if you have any questions about the choices I made in this video, comment them down below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry about my voice; it's still a little bit sick, but I have to get these videos out while I'm on break. So yeah, I don't want to waste any time. So yeah, peace the fuck out. Thanks for watching, and see.